So this is US oil analysis for Tuesday, the 11th of September. Now let's just have a look at prices and where prices may likely go. So previously we've had price come down towards 6712. Brief bullish bounce up towards 6773, retest 6773. We're unable to hold it and use it as a springboard towards 6819. What we did instead see was sell some momentum, retested 6712, trade all the way in towards the 66, the high 66 here on the US oil. So this sharp acceleration, break it above 6773, tested 6819, traded all the way up towards 6815, counter resistance, broke back below the 6819, retested above 6819, didn't quite get towards the 6850 on this occasion with that confluence of the 400 period moving average. Saw that accelerated momentum here to the downside, taking us beyond 6773. We've gone to this consolidation and currently we're breaking above the 6773 at present. So if we do hold this 6773, looking for a retest of 6819 and a 400 period moving average, successful break from which we then look for price test 6951. If we do see continued accelerated momentum here to the upside, possibly looking for a move up towards that 70.79 here on the US oil. If, however, we do fail to hold the 6773, the very next level of note is 6712. Successful break from which we then look for price headed down towards that 66.71. And if we do see further accelerated momentum here towards the downside beyond the 66.71, the very next level of note is a move down towards that 66.12 and at 65.60 here on the US oil. What we'll do now is have a look here at the daily chart, see how prices are developing. So on this daily chart of the US oil, we get scale line here correct. As we can see here, we do have our highs around 75. We were setting up for a bit of a head and shoulders here from a daily chart perspective, but we are actually seeing a breakdown before we've headed up towards that 72.88/73.16. What we are instead seeing is we've had this move beyond the 70.79. Counter resistance, had pretty strong sell side momentum, do appear to find support in around 6712, so we do appear to be going to a bit of a consolidation in above the 6712 from a daily chart perspective. So we'll see whether we can continue to hold on towards a 6712 and see a move here to the upside to retest 6951, 70.79, and possibly up to a move up towards that 71.50 here on the US oil. More recently, we can see we were trending to the upside. We've broken out of that trend here. We've had this pullback, and we do appear to be putting in a possibly higher low at present. So especially if we can hold on to 6712, potentially we have a higher low from a daily chart perspective. And if that is the case, possibly looking for up towards a 70.79 and retest our highs in around 71.50. Beyond that, of course, we could head up towards that 72.88 or that 73.16, and we'll be possibly looking for sell side momentum to return to the market as it has previously at that level. And if that is the case, there is a possibility of putting a head and shoulders pattern from there and seeing prices return towards that $63/64 a barrel mark here on the US oil. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the US oil analysis. Thanks for watching.